Well, good morning ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank as always, and you join me today. We've just been doing a little bit of shopping really. Well actually, truth be told, we've done a lot of shopping recently since we were last speaking, and we're going to go and have a look at some of the things that have been going on. But we have been away this morning just to go and deliver another load of eggs, so we're heading back down to the egg yard, to the chicken yard with our egg crates. We'll get those unloaded. We've got a couple of machines down here. A few things have changed around since we were last speaking with you. But yeah, it's quite exciting what's going on down here now. I'm really looking forward to how this farm is progressing. So yeah, let's have a look into what's going on, shall we? First thing is we are progressing now. We've got that land scraped clear again, but we're going to get working on that house fairly soon. Knock this wall down just to give us a little bit more space to get into this here yard. And there's purchase number one. That is a bigger water tanker that we're going to use between here and the main yard, primarily because with the cattle down here as well, we needed an awful lot more water, and we just weren't able to kind of do everything we wanted in the current situation. So that's what's happened there. Now let's just see if that's going to be alright. I don't know if it will be. We should manage there. Let's find out. Now, so we've got egg boxes on the back here. We've got some cover crop seed as well. There's an all mixture in there, which is there's some veg, there's some peas, there's some oats, there's all sorts of things in there. That's going to go into on the field that we've just acquired. We've acquired this gem, an absolute beauty of a machine. This is a Massifix and 711 skid steer. I wanted a load around here. Someone recommended that Marvel Machinery had a couple of skid steers in store, so I went to check them out, and lo and behold, they sure did. So we took this little beauty off the hands, and that's going to be our loader for around the yard here, which is great, really, absolutely great. Now what we're going to do is just quickly get everything unloaded off of here. Start with those egg crates. Just take that off. Take you off there, and you off there. That's perfect. And then we've got a little bit of groundwork that we will be doing today on some new ground, which is down here actually. I've been playing the long game, and nobody wanted to come and buy any of these other fields around here, or lease or loan, or do anything with these other grassland fields down here. So we are. I am, and yeah, what we're going to do with them is going to be quite exciting actually. But first, we just need to get this guy off here. Just easy does it. That should be us pretty good there. And gently take that back. Turn into here. Nice and nimble, this little skid steer. I tell you that much. It's a really nice little machine. Let's stick this over here in this barn. Some of them did come with a safety frame on there, but this one hasn't. I'm okay with that. It's not going to be doing anything too serious at all anyway. But we'll be nice and gentle with it. There we go. Fantastic. And we're going to take off those egg boxes as well. And then we'll get ourselves turned around here. We're going to have a look at the cattle who are down here now anyway, see how they're all doing. We've got some more egg boxes to stack into those crates. And then we'll head back up to we need to go and borrow another bit of equipment from a fellow farmer who's not too far away. But yeah, we'll have to go and do that at some stage. But for right now, I'm just going to get these unloaded, and then we'll go and have a bit of a drive. And here is our latest addition to the vehicle fleet. This is the Ursus 363P. You may remember we had a Massey 275 down here, which was an absolute catastrophe. It didn't work in any way, shape or form, and had huge mechanical issues that were kind of hidden when we purchased it. So when we saw that, and when I did a bit of a digging around there, it just wasn't worth trying to save it. So we traded it back and went down, really, got this machine, which is... It's not very big, it doesn't need to be very big. All it's going to do is pull that little trailer around there when needed. We've got a little 4-foot topper on the way, which is going to pull along, just to kind of keep the chicken pastures nice and tidy. Maybe do a bit of verge mowing as well, that kind of thing. But really not a lot. Right now, before we head back up to the yard, we're just going to go check in on the cattle. And around we go. So the hedgerows have been replanted around here. Everything's coming on. This was actually a very mature hedgerow that was planted in. Let's just swing in here. First of all, as you can see, the cattle appear to be doing very well. Having a great old time of it. And yeah, they've got plenty of grass to work on with here. And you'll see there is a fence here now. And that fence leads to some very exciting things on the other side of it. So we're going to go and have a look at that now as well. But yeah, the cows are doing very well here. Got a few more than brought down since we last spoke. But yeah, I'm very happy with how that's coming on there. And they're getting some good fresh air and some good fresh grass as well. And like I say, as we move along, we've been doing a lot of fencing around here this week. We've put a completely new gate system into there, just so that we got a little bit more of an angle. I'm waiting for one more gate to arrive, which I can put across there, which will be our gate into the field. That crop needs some real kicking on soon. It's struggling, really is struggling. We'll have to get into that one very quickly, which will probably be in the next day or two actually. And we're going to jump into this little square pasture here. There we go. Now this, we have taken on all of this land over here. We're going to do something quite special with it, I think. This year we are actually expecting some mature apple trees to arrive very soon, in the next week or so. So we should see, all being well, that we're going to have a new yard set up. We're going to have a new orchard set up, sorry. I think I got 15 trees arriving, so I have 3 lines of 5, and they're going to fill up this nicely. I can't wait. Actually, it's really going to be nice to see that in there, see what our production can do. Those of you who may remember, we recently acquired like a little farm shop, so we will be selling directly into there. And that's going to fill up most of that little bit. That's why that's all fenced off. This is going to be a hay pasture. Now, the grass in here is of equal quality as the stuff that we started with over there, so are going to have to do something about that. I'm in 2 minds. I might mow this down, just get a poor quality silage off here. The cows can eat it if they're desperate. There's not a lot in here though, like I say, but it's all stalks mainly. It might get used for something, but we'll have to see. And on the other side of that fence, in between us and the cows, is a field that we've completely fenced off, and that's going to be another arable field. We're going to plow that one over, but it's not going to be drilled for this summer or this winter crop. We might put a spring crop in there. What we are going to do though is we're going to go back, pick up the 77, stick on a load of, go and borrow a friend's set of discs that we can use, and yeah, we're going to bring those down there and rip that through and see how it looks really. So, and then we're going to plant the cover crop. We'll get Terry to come down in his New Holland and get something planted into there pretty quickly. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to head back on up to the yard, pick up the 77 and go for a bit of a drive. So we will see you all in a little while. They are all of the bales that we did collect off here, actually. Not bad amount, but could always be more. But I might get those other ones wrapped up. If the weather stays good over the next few days, I think that's what we might look into doing. But yeah, that's how it's all coming together, and so we'll go and get the 77. Alright folks, welcome back along. We've just stopped back up at the yard, having picked up the set of heavy discs, and we're going to make our way back down to the new land. You can just kind of see in the wing mirror there, they are pretty brutal. Now what we're going to be doing is trying to chop in any of the vegetation, dry matter on the top, and bury it in a like kind of top 2-3 inches of topsoil, and then we'll direct drill straight over the top of our cover crop. So hopefully, that was a bit tight coming out of there. Yeah, hopefully that should keep us going. We're going to leave that in all winter. It's like a catch crop really, so it's going to really enhance the nitrogen levels in the field. And we'll be able to drill some spring barley probably next, well, depending upon how the weather's holding out, maybe next February, March time. We'll see what it's looking like. But that's the idea there. It should allow us to get, I mean, the section that we got fenced off is probably about 10 acres all in. Not too big, but it's a nice little extra bonus for us there. So I'm quite happy about that. And yeah, it's be good to get this done. It's a nice dry day there, so we put it onto the 77 because the 77 is a little bit heavier than the 68. And these set of discs here, they're going to need to get as much grip as you can. So we've got that little bit of extra weight on front. We can really use that to get as much traction going as possible. At least that is the idea. So we're going to swing down and just have a look-see and get this cracking. I'm hoping that the orchard is going to be kind of set up and it's going to be a huge success. If it is, then we might expand the land that we use down here into a little bit more, get a few more trees in. But we've got 15 to start with at least, so that should be plenty just as a bit of a test. But yeah, that's going to be very exciting if nothing else. And around the corner we go. Really like how these hedge saplings have kicked on. We did plant them, a lot of them, we planted them very close together just to allow to get a quick hedge line growing. But it seems to have worked. We are in need of one more gate here, as I mentioned, but we'll get that all sorted out. And I'm very concerned about this crop. We really do need to get in here and have a look at that pretty quick sharp. Oh, we'll get around there. And in we go. So we're just going to do a bit of a figure of 8 here. Around. Beautiful. And then squash these trees down. We're going to have to get these all shredded at some point, these little bushes. But they're right in the way of the gate. Give that a push. Alright then, let's get this all set up, shall we? And stop that. So as you can see, it's quite a heavy set disc. I think they're coming in about 5 or 6 meters wide. With hydraulics on here, I can alter the angle at which they work at. As we can see, we're just going to probably kick that back in. There's a shade there, actually. I don't want the offset being too dramatic. Yeah, let's keep it about there. That should work well. And what we're going to do is just try and get as much of this done. Obviously, these trees or these mini bushes are here. We'll have to bring the telehandler down at some stage, get all those carved out. But hey, we'll cover the ground that we can to begin with. There we go, and that's down as well. Perfect, and off we go. Like I say, this is fairly weedy, grassy. There's no nutritional value in this at all, so not too concerned about what we could be getting from a forage standpoint. What I am going to try and do though is just lift that up. Right into this corner. As you can see though, it seems to be pulling everything over very nicely indeed. I'm quite happy about that. Okie dokie, and off we go again. Got a nice square edge. Let's see if we can get ourselves a bit close to that fence line there where possible. We'll just try and squeeze through here. We might end up ripping this kind of smaller looking bush out, but we'll see how that goes. And we did, kind of. Okay. Sorry, flowers, you're gone. So we'll continue through here. We've got a fair bit to go up whilst it's nice and dry. If I can get this worked over, it's probably going to have to be worked over twice, maybe to bury some parts of it. But we'll do that, and then we'll get Terry to come down, put a cover crop in. We'll probably put it on with the air seed and harrows, I should imagine. And then that's good for the winter. And then we'll be moving on. But yeah, we've increased our land capacity at least. We've by probably about another, in total here, I think there's another 50 acres all in with everything we've done. Maybe not quite 50, but yeah, it's quite nice to see. Quite nice to see indeed. And we'll see how this all goes. I can't wait to get those trees in. They should be coming in very soon in the next week, I do believe. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to be a real big game changer, I think. And then we'll come back to you once we've got that in and show you how all that's going. Now we do have the farm shop in place already, which seems to be kind of establishing itself quite nicely, slowly but surely. And we'll see how that all goes together. And then yeah, it's a direct avenue for us to start selling more produce, which is great. For now though, we're going to leave it here as we continue to work our way around. We'll come back to you when we've got a bit more of an update as to how everything's going, and we'll see you in the next one. So until then, I've been Frank, your humble host. I do hope you have enjoyed as always. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and join Simulation for the Nation, where he produces not only my own content here, my own vlogs, but some excellent stuff from some other fellas around the country as well. And we'll see you in the next one. So until then, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always. But most importantly, happy farming.